What's up? What's up? Me and your man Life again. I'm gonna tell you again with a little short tutorial on something that's got my wheels spinning. Just found out during this COVID thing that if you happen to be tested positive for COVID, you can literally take up to 14 days off from your employer. What I didn't know, and that 14 days is a quarantine time, what I didn't know is that your employer has to compensate you wages for the time you're off. So it's not like you're being off without getting paid. The problem is people don't know, and your employer's not telling you, bastards. But why would they tell you you can sit at home on your ass for 14 days in quarantine and they have to pay you? So again, I blame us for allowing shit like that to happen. Why wouldn't you know that? Well, just like I didn't know. Number one, I've never had to be out. Quarantine. So why would I know? Why would I even care? I'm still working. Why would I care? Well, people need to know. You can literally take, it's a law that passed in January of 2020 through New York State, if you live in New York State, that Governor Cuomo passed, that your employer has to compensate your wages for that 14-day quarantine or isolation or whatever you want to call it. They have to pay you while you sit at home and get better. People don't know that. So a lot of people blowing their minds like, oh, what am I going to do for 2 weeks? I don't have no income. Yeah, you do. They're just not going to tell you. I'm here to tell. What I'm going to start doing is just telling on people. And those people is the government and employers and whoever else that is getting over on us. You are allowed a paycheck while you're quarantined. You can't go nowhere. But who the fuck cares? You're getting paid to sit at home. You know what you do? Work on your marriage. Work on your kids' relationships. Learn something on YouTube. I ain't talking about how to twerk. Learn a skill. Learn a new language. Do something positive with your quarantine time. Don't just sit there eating bonbons and watching stories all day. That should come up right there. Make yourself a better person. I've been saying this since this quarantine started. Do something productive with your quarantine time. Become a better person once you come out of here. Right? You know what I'm saying? Do something. I started doing a couple little push-ups. Y'all see it. You feel it. You see that going on. And this is a large. I think it's an extra large. Doesn't matter what it is, but I ain't sitting around on my ass doing nothing during the quarantine. I wasn't buff like this before the quarantine. I was still sexy to the motherfucker. I just wasn't buff. But anyway, long story short, find something to do with yourself. I took up a little sign language. I did some Spanish, none of which I'm fluent in at this point, but I'm still learning it. The point is, you can be off from work with pay. Just don't be like every black person around. Don't abuse the shit. It's there for people that actually need it. And God forbid you actually need it, but if you do, it's there for you, right? All right, I'm gonna find out some other shit, and then I'm gonna hit y'all back with some more knowledge about how I see this world and how it's working. Feel me? All right, I will be in touch. En dos